Welcome to the TheForge tutorials Maya Masterclass. In today's video, we're going to take a look at how to use the revolve command inside Maya. In our previous tutorial, we learned how to use the curve tools inside Maya, and with the help of the curve tools and the revolve command, you can create a lot of interesting shapes inside Maya. So let's first draw a curve. So I'm going to go into our side view and create a curve. I'm going to use the EP curve from our shelf right here. And I'm going to snap our first point to the grid. You can do that by holding down the X button, or you can turn the snapping on from here. I'm going to hold down the X button and snap our first point to the grid. Let's create a wine glass. And I'm gonna snap the last point to the grid as well by holding down the X key. Alright, let's finalize this. And then I'm gonna select our curve and go to our surfaces menu and select revolve. Now let's go into the settings of our revolve command, because we have a lot of settings that we can change. So let's expand that. In here you can change the axis that you want to revolve your object into, and since we are in our side view, the Y axis is alright for us. You can also change the pivot. You can use a custom pivot, or you can use the object's pivot. You can also create a custom axis as well. You can change the surface degree. You can turn it to linear, or you can keep it cubic. Cubic will give you a smoother surface, while the linear will give you a direct connection between all of your revolve points. We are going to look at the example of that in a little bit. And you can control the start and end sweep. You can change the tolerance. You can use none, local or global. You can increase or decrease the segments, or you can change the output geometry. You can keep it to NURBS, or you can convert it to polygons, or you can create a Bezier. So the polygon settings are similar to your command that allows you to convert NURBS into polygons, which we are going to look into in a future lesson. I'm going to keep all of these settings at default, and let's go into our perspective view. And I'm going to select the object and apply the revolve command to it. And as you can see, it has created this wine glass for us. And if you click on this object, you can see it's a NURBS object. And if you go into our outliner, you can see we have two things available to us. We have our curve and we have our surface. Now we can edit our curve, and that will affect our object here. So if we go into the control vertices of our curve and edit our initial curve, you can see it's going to affect our resulting surface as well. Now this is only gonna work if you haven't deleted your history of these objects. If you delete the history of these objects, the connection is gonna break and you won't be able to control the resulting mesh by controlling the curve. And since we use the revolve command, we can select our object and go into our channel box. And here you have access to your revolve command parameters. You can increase or decrease the end sweep or start sweep, just as we could with our other NURBS surfaces. You can change your degree from cubic to linear, and as I said, it's going to give us direct connection between our segments. You can increase or decrease the sections, which will give you a better resolution if you want. And you can change the revolve axis and pivots, which can give you interesting results. And you can break the connection between your NURBS surface and your curve by selecting those objects, going to your edit menu and selecting delete by type and selecting history from here. And that will break the connection between both of those objects. And if we select our curve and go into the component and edit it, you can see it's not going to affect our resulting surface anymore. And you can delete the curve after that, and you have your object. So that's it for this video. I hope you now know how to create curved surfaces really easily. You can create a wine glass, you can create a chess piece, you can create a vase, and you can create a bunch of different things really easily with the revolve command. And as always, if you like this video, subscribe to the channel, leave a like, drop a comment. And if you want to support me directly, the link to my merch store and my Patreon is in the description down below. And I'll see you in the next video.